This game is rated E10 for ages 10 and up. For more information, please go to esrb.org. Hello everyone, Kirbyvolt here, but you can call me KV, and welcome back to the Tears of the Kingdom logs. In the last log, we rode a mech, and well, I guess let's first... Oh, it is? Okay. Oh, you're just gonna sit here, I guess? Okay, that's cool. You need more materials? Like, what kind of materials? Oh? Oh, you're welcome. Ooh. Yes. And? Yeah, well, guess what? I have a lot of that. Oh! Yeah, I do. Yeah, well, we'll take another ancient blade, you know, this ancient Sheikah material that's not been seen now for quite some time. Yay! Get a quest! Do you have a quest? You're ready to produce. Okay... Okay. What does that entail? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, that's nice to know. I don't know if we're going to use any of these, but it's nice to know. Thank you. So, in the last log, we took the mech, which is Mineru, who is the Sage of Spirit, who lasted because she put her soul in the Purapad. It's a long story. Go watch the last log, please. We drove the mech to find another mech, and then we beat the other mech because it was evil, and now we're done with that. We fixed all that stuff. Mineru is now officially the Sage of Spirit once again, has her secret stone and everything, and there's a Poe over there. How would it get there? Why is it there? Are those rocks? Was this a coliseum or a temple? Look at all the Poes that are around. We cannot ascend here, it is too high. But now we have all the sages, and we're pretty much ready to go. We can go and fight Ganondorf pretty much at any point now. If we wanted to. But, we're not going to just yet. We have some unfinished... Oh my gosh. Oh, these are meant to be molds for your armor? How many molds did you make before you settled on design? I doubt any of them, like, look different, but it'd be kind of cool if some of them were, like, just slightly different, so you kind of got the idea that she was building a bunch of different ones. You know, if she built this armor... And it looked like she was kind of close to dying in the flashbacks we saw with her and Zelda after the fight with Ganon. How did she... I guess because she made the constructs are in charge of this. And I'm guessing that original big construct body was meant to be her construct body. And the moment we got the Purapad, from what it sounds like, her soul did awake. And it was supposed to go down here, but because it had been severed off connection because the gloom covering and all that stuff, can't do that anymore. So it just stayed in the Purapad. But so I'm guessing what happened is she makes all the she pretty much orders all the constructs, because I'm going to guess at this point she made them. She is the elder of the two Zonais we've met. Rauru is her younger brother, which was stated by her in the last log. And I'm going to guess because she was more of a researcher and knew more about, like, the secret stones and technology and whatnot, she probably was more in charge of the construction of the constructs and all that stuff. Rauru seems like he is a warrior type guy. Mineru doesn't seem like a warrior type person. She seems like she's more of a, I'm gonna build stuff. Which, fair. I can see how she and Zelda bonded so well. Can I just not leave here? Because, like, that platform down there is where I'm supposed... Like, okay. I'm gonna get out of here without warping out of here. Gosh dang it. Yeah, so she probably ordered all the constructs to start working towards the skull, built the construct body initially, probably made like the final designs for that. The constructs probably overwatched the production of them, which is why they have the different molds here. And then eventually made the one mold, which they brought to the factory, used that mold, and produced materials, and brought the initial construct here, the first mech. And that got taken over by Gloom, but thankfully, because Purr's soul was now in the Purr pad, she knew about this, so she could restart the factory back up. And because they already had the mold in place, all the items to make the same construct body were already there, so she could just do that. So good for her. Good for Mineru. I'm glad she was able to do that. Why can't I use Tulin here? That kind of sucks. It's like, this is a town area, you can't use Tulin. No, it's not. It's not a town. I mean, if you want to start, if we're going to start counting the Zonite constructs as people, that has a lot of pretty dire implications, actually. Which, I mean, I don't mind, but it is kind of like, wow, there's been a lot of them that have just straight up tried to murder us. Which is concerning. Oh, okay, so we can get out through the power of Ascent. Oh, also, now I have... Oh! You just get summoned here now. Cool. Well, that's nice. Also, Mineru was like, you should go out to the Master Sword, but we already have the Master Sword, so... Haha! So that leads us at an interesting crossroad. Technically speaking, story-wise, we have everything we need to go beat the game. But, when I was playing this, because I had gotten so invested into doing so many different events and side quests and whatnot, I pretty much just went, you know what? To heck with it. Let's just do everything. Except get Korok Seeds, because that's a pain in the butt. So, we are now in an interesting section here, because the next arc of the 5th Sage Saga is going to be starting out of just other things that we've kind of missed out on doing. Shrines, quests, any like clothing items we might still not have. I think we've gotten the majority of them by this point, but in case we haven't, we're going to work on that. Also, we have Mineru's profile in our pad now. Oh, okay. So it sounds like she had the knowledge of the secret stones and told the Rauru about them, which is why Rauru started using them, just kind of as a source of like, hey, check it out, I can help people. And then that attracted people who went, you know, if you're going to help people, why don't you just conquer the dang place? And don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, this is going to sound really weird, but hear me out. Don't conquer places that are peaceful, okay? You don't do that. You don't... If everything's already peaceful and there's no oppressing force, don't do that. Let them live their best lives. And we're going to go through all the different... Because now we have every single one of the flashbacks. Yeah, because that's one of the new ones we got from last log. We knew about that one, because we got that from Zelda herself. And we also got this one, the last log. And that leads into the one right below it, which we got as the final tier from the Light Dragon, who is Zelda. Which, if you didn't know that and you clicked on this video, apologies, but also we're way past that, so I hope you knew that there was going to be some spoilers in this. So, here's my, like, hear me out. Like, obviously, don't conquer stuff. Like, just don't do it. But if there's already an oppressive force in charge, you do want to get rid of them. And sometimes, you gotta be a little dirty. And I'm not saying that's a good thing, but sometimes you have to do it. In other words, the Church of Saros is a bunch of crap and Edago did nothing wrong. I never played the Blue Lion's Path, and I have no intention to do so, so you can probably call me out on that from there. But other than that... Also, apparently I learned the other day that Three Hopes actually does have multiple routes. It's just I picked both Edelgard and Claude's route, which kind of line up with each other if you're basically playing the game the exact same way that you would typically play the game by being just a good person, so... I thought there weren't multiple routes because of that, because they were just like, oh, this kind of lines up, but apparently there are. Even though the Church of Saros is still probably the most, like, yeah, there's the snake people, the slither people, but, like, if the Church of Saros was smart, they would have gotten rid of them by that point. They hadn't. They just went, we're in charge. We don't care. Which is kind of an absolute jerk move to do. And also, they kind of enforced their beliefs on everyone. And got mad when people said, hey, what if we don't do that? And, like... The lore of Three Houses, I just find very baffling. Because the more you look at it, the more is... Yeah, there was this one guy that was a complete jerk. Fair. They beat up that jerk, he's gone. Meanwhile, Rhea just goes, okay, cool, so that means I should just rule everything. And it's like, I don't know, that's the other thing you should be taken from there. And then when you look at it, the entire continent used to be the Andrestian Empire, but then half of it went, you know what? We really like the Church of Saros. We're not being influenced by them whatsoever, and that's how you got the Kingdom of Fargus. And then a few other centuries after that, you got half the Kingdom of Fargus going, you know what, actually, I think the church is kind of stupid. And that's how you get... Oh my gosh. What the heck was the name of Claude's nation? Can't believe I remember Dimitri's, even though I never played his group. I don't remember Claude's. It's gonna be like Elmira, and I'm like, no, that's the wrong place. Now we're fine. We have Thunderhelm on. But, like, a lot of that is just the church wants to be in complete control, and a theocracy is still a dictatorship, I'm sorry to say. Now, the real thing is that they should really just make a sequel so we can actually see what happens after each route's conclusion, because I think that'll be a more test of to, like, what actually... That's a battery. That's not gonna... But they're not gonna do that. A, because there's too much Three Houses discourse as it is. B... There's some real character assassination depending on which routes you play, which is really obnoxious. So none of the characters seem to be consistent with one another, depending on which route you take, which is obnoxious. And it's like, oh, it's because the one choice you make influences that. It's like, no. Seteth becomes a complete idiot in some of the routes, which doesn't make any sense for his character. He should not be influenced by the fact that you chose to side with him and be, like, it's just, like, no, like, he has, like, the rest of the students, I guess, sure, but, like, he is a character. Like, he was already questioning Rhea. And, like, why, like, I don't, it was just bad. I just really, like, man, I won't say much more, but just, like, ugh. Silver Snow sucks. Silver Snow is just the worst. And learning apparently that was the first route they wrote is insane. Because there's a really cool chapter that only happens in 2 routes, and it's not in that one, yet they left in implications that that chapter still happened in Silver Snow, and you just don't do it for some reason, because it's just like, hey man, we don't need to bother ourselves with that, and it's like there's still innocent people dying, shouldn't we go, no, that's not important right now. Just dumb. Anyways, there's good stuff in Three Houses, don't get me wrong. Like, the gameplay is actually very nice. I like that you can kind of customize all of your units to be the classes that you want them to be. Like, there's a lot of good stuff to like about it, but it's one of those things where they want to make a super complex plot, and I feel that in doing so, they kind of forgot how to make it cohesive. Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to lightning rod. Like, Fire Emblem Engage, not the most, like, crazy plot, but it's cohesive. I'm pretty sure we've been in that chasm already. I don't know what I don't know what chasm we have not been in at this point. I doubt there's one we haven't been in. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! I'm sure Mineru is looking at me like, you know how much R&D I spent on making that thing? And I'm just like, you don't want to know how many I've destroyed. Oh, well, that's nice. Again, I've touched on it a few times we've been here, but the music for this particular Arpeggio of Islands is just really good. I really enjoy it. I want to go to lake. There is lake over here. You know, we could do past me. We could build construct thingy, the you know, the thing that we use to fly around. But no, we're gonna do this. Okay, now we're gonna build it. Never mind. I was like, no, we're gonna do this the hard way, because that's what all warriors strive for. I've never played any of the CDI games. I have no intention to. And okay, we're gonna get it back. We're gonna get it back. Okay. Ooh, look at that sunrise. But man, does it take me back to a simpler time on the internet when there was just YouTube poops. And honestly, with the quality of the animation that they used for that, you would believe that, like, oh yeah, no, someone just made this and uploaded it to YouTube. And it's like, no, this is from an official licensed Nintendo game. Oh. Oh no. I don't think there's anything here, unfortunately, which is a shame. Because it looks cool. And I want there to be something here. I guess we're just gonna ignore it. We went there. Alright. Time to go back this way. Did we get that dispenser? Oh, that's not a dispenser. Never mind. I thought it was a dispenser. Oh, right. It's this thing. Is that hitting Mineru? Oh, yeah. It must be hitting Mineru to make those noises. Okay. It's kind of funny. Does that, like... Does that give Mineru, like, a surge of power? See, the problem with the fact that I waited for so long to go to Hyrule Castle is that I barely got to play around with Mineru, because I kind of was just like, that's cool, she's here, and then I kind of forgot that she was there. Which sucks, because she's a really cool idea for a partner character. But a lot of the Zonite stuff, the Zonai devices you can give her just don't do enough damage to really warrant it. So you need to really be sacrificing your own weapons. And granted, there's ways to get a lot of good weapons really fast. I was just kind of laser focused on doing other stuff that I didn't bother to try that, which I should have. Oh, and it does get louder as you keep getting closer to the main driving force, the Thunderhead Isle, the dragon, the one that looks like a dragon head. Okay, so we need lightning to strike here, now that we understand how these work. Unfortunately, if it strikes me, that won't help anyone. Oh, hello! You're back! Anyone here? Unobo? Tulin? Oh. Oh! It works! Oh, just treasure chest. But what's in the treasure chest, I wonder? Ooh, okay, that's good. That's actually good. That gives us something new to go look for in the depths. Oh, never mind. It gives us nothing. I was that thorough in the depths. I mean, I probably still missed something in the depths, but I was thorough and I had fun. And actually, like, the more I've been thinking about it, the more I realize that I just have kind of started to drive this type of game. It needs to be in a wheelhouse that I enjoy. Like, I still don't think I could go into a Skyrim game and enjoy it. I don't particularly care for that art style, and I think there's too much dialogue chain stuff that I just could care less about that. Like, I just want to explore. And there's nothing wrong with having dialogue trees and whatnot, because that's cool, and it does make things a bit more unique. But I just want to explore stuff, man. So I think the reason why I even started getting back into Genshin after I beat this game, was because I wanted that itch still of going on exploration stuff like this. Battling enemies, getting equipment, upgrading stuff. It's also probably why I really vibed with this year's release of the video game Sandland, because it has a lot of similar qualities to that. And it's also why I'm very excited, because the day I'm recording this, they just announced that somehow, I don't know how, because it required an extra, like, 30 gigs to install an external hard drive on its original Wii U release, but somehow they're bringing Xenoblade X over to the Switch next year in 2025. And I'm excited to play that game again. As much as I think it's the weakest of the series, it still has that same itch of like, oh man, I can't wait to go around and explore and do dumb stuff again. Because that's just a lot of fun. Like that. Like that was silly. But it was fun. I'm hoping that with the definitive edition of X, or Cross, it's technically supposed to be Xenoblade Cross, but we in America just see, that looks like a letter of the alphabet. That must be what it is. I mean, it could be Kai for all we know. But there was a lot of cool mechanics to it. I'm hoping that they make them a bit more approachable, because I feel like some of the like really cool mechanics that you could do in that game, you don't get until like the very end of it, which is kind of lame. Because it basically becomes, do I rush the story to get all the travel like options that make this game much more fun to explore, or do I try to explore everything right now with what I have? And both are good options, but it is kind of silly that it takes that long for those options to even become a thing. I don't have high hopes that much is going to be changed, but it would be cool if it was. Actually, I had a better idea pass me. You could have taken the steering stick and then put it on that... Oh. Well, you could have put it on the other rail and then put a fan behind it and use the steering... Okay, it's made of metal. Never mind. I understand why we're not doing that. That seems like asking for trouble. Alright, so isn't there a shrine around here? There is. It's right there. How we get said shrine? Well, it looks like I've been there, but I haven't actually been there. Like a good chunk of this. You know, the Thunderhead Isles of Dragon Head at the tip. Or the bottom, because it's going southward. Oh, it must have something to do with this? Maybe not. Are we not gonna go find... Okay, we're gonna explore around here first. We haven't been to these other parts of the Thunderhead Isles. Which, you know what? Fair. But I'm gonna guess it's probably not much right now. Probably some constructs, maybe a treasure chest. Oh. Oh, they want us to use the launchy thingies. I guess the question is how they want you to get up here in the first place. Because obviously we have the... Okay, 3 shock immunos, not bad. Oh, then you dive... Okay, that's kind of cool how they wanted you to do this. Dang it. Well, next playthrough. Next playthrough, I'll do this legit way as opposed to the cheesy way. Cheesy way's still fun. Yeah, I don't think we need one right there. Put that right there for later. Back into the sky. Oops. That's the ceiling. We don't need to go to the ceiling. Unless we're ascending, but using the ability ascend, which lets us go through the ceiling. Not ascending without using the ability ascend. That doesn't work. Okay, actually, it'd be kind of wild if you could use ascend while you're riding a vehicle and you just take the vehicle up with you. That would be kind of broken, so I understand why they didn't do that, but it would still be kind of funny. Well, this is a little off kilter, man. That kind of sucks. I'm sorry. Oh. Do I have anything that... we'll get rid of that. We don't need that. Plenty of food to electrocute people with. I have to wonder. I think I brought this up already, but I have to wonder. What does it taste like? Like, is fire fruit spicy? Is chilled fruit sweet, I guess? And is shock fruit sour? Because I might want to eat the shock fruit, if that's the case. I know it might endanger me a little bit, because it's going to potentially electrocute me. But hey, what's life without some risks? I'll take dumb risks, like, I'm going to eat this fruit that could potentially, you know, zappy zappy. I am not going to spend my money on the lottery. Well, I mean, it's one of those things like you have nothing to lose by doing that, but also it's just kind of pointless. Okay, can you... Yep. I am the master of trying to destroy these things. Just open up. Yeah, I don't... That's not gonna be a one cycle. Never mind. Okay, cool. What's in this chest? An old wooden shield. Have we ever seen that before? Like, I don't need it, but if we haven't seen that before... We have. Okay. Okay. I don't think you can destroy the chest, though. Ooh, Sage's Will! Oh, we have enough to upgrade a Sage. What have I been doing? I should definitely get on that. We have Sidon and Tulin upgrade, I know for sure. I feel like I already have Yunobo upgrade, but I don't know. And now that we know if there's a 5th Sage, she also can get an upgrade. It's unsure. Am I going to shock you or not? There we go. It's like me when I have to sneeze. Hello there. I see you're all just, waiting on those platforms. You have a nice day with that. I'm gonna go try to find the entrance to the shrine, which I thought is over here, but I'm not seeing it. It might be in there, actually. I just have to go in there, but it's just like, it's a cave with 3 lakes. I don't want to deal with that. That's annoying. That's probably what we will have to deal with. Like, because I think it's in the, not the bottom of that island, but the one we were just on. Like, I think it's right in, yeah, it is. I can barely see it, but yeah, it's in there. I know past me saw it too. The question is, what is the most safe way to get there? And like, it looks like we could ascend from the bottom there. We just make a platform to go. Okay. Trying to ward off the cold. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you keep hearing those, like, popping noises, that's my jaw. Yeah. Probably didn't want to know that, but it's just been one of those days where if I yawn, it's just like, hey man, you ever gonna get that jaw surgery? And I'm like, no, I'm not, I'm sorry. How did I do some damage to it in the first place? Okay, well, that's not happening. Where'd it go? He's just like, hey man, could you please, like, get away from under me? And I'm just like, no. Can I have this, please? Thank you. Oh my gosh. Maybe that's how I did so much damage. I got struck by lightning. Oh, I got the treasure chest. Like, did I want the treasure chest, or did I want... Oh! I never beat this guy up! Okay. Ooh! We don't have that yet. Alright, alright. So we have something more to do in the depths. We're not done there yet. Now watch me as I forget how to fight with flux constructs. Can I has gearbox? I cannot. Dang. Where gearbox? Okay, well. No, come on, man. We're doing damage, just, you know, very, very, very slowly. Oh! Oh, no. I thought someone hit him and it got stunned, but actually, if that was the case, then it would have all blown up to smithereens, but it did not do that. Oh, thanks, Sidon! There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's finish it off. What? It was just like right there. Like, yeah, it's gonna hurt, but I don't think I was gonna send Link flying that far. That's silly. Alright. Boop, boop, boop. And that also hurt for some... Okay. We're done with you. Thanks, Tulin. And Mineru, good effort. A little late to the party, but good effort. Alright, any weapon that could use, I guess, let's put on the Master Sword. I don't want Zonai charge. Yeah, pick everything up first. Good idea. Good plan. Now we get this. Yay! Actually, I should have given it to Mineru now that I think about it. Oh well. Always next time. And, yeah, now we'll stay nice and toasty with this on our back. Did you think about propulsion mechanism? Because you're kind of gonna want those. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Have you thought about how you're going to start it without breaking the wood? Because that's also going to be a problem. Well, I guess he did, because that's why he chose a spear. Alright, good job. You thought about how you're going to stop it in time. There we go. Alright, does this put us into where the... It does! Hooray! Joku Usin Shrine. I know the light roots and the shrines on the surface are their names backwards, but I wonder how they went about choosing the names for the ones that you find in the sky. Because that constitutes the 30 other shrines that aren't on the surface. Ooh, we get a fun one. Yeah, I know. It just puts Link's booty shorts on and nothing else. Okay. Well, what about if I take like 3 steps back? Then can I use my equipment? Alright, proving ground. Short circuit. Link, I hate to tell you this, but Johnny Five's alive. That's Johnny Five right there. Don't hurt Johnny Five. Johnny Five did nothing wrong. You have no idea who Johnny Five is, do you, Link? Of course you don't. You monster. I'm just kidding, that's not Johnny Five. Johnny Five is alive, so Johnny Five wouldn't be just sitting around here taking orders from some Zonai head honcho. He'd be out getting himself, like, where's the gold, not gold-plated, but gold-painted constructs? Going out, listen to Holding Out for a Hero by, that one singer from the 80s, made famous for a new generation in the 2004 movie that I don't like to talk about because I don't like Shrek. We need to be a bit better on using those arrows there. Well, you know what? Just, you know what? Go all out. Go all out. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah! Yeah, just... Boop, 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 boop. Oh, you're gonna... Oh, well, you know, that works out for me. Whee! Now I have a shock emitter. Be shocked! No, you need to be more shocked. You need to be so shocked that you fall over. Also, I think there's just like 2 constructs that are just shooting stuff. Alright, well that one's gone. Alright, is that the last one? We don't have any bows. Wait, no. We don't have any arrows. We have a bow. We clearly pulled it out. We don't have any arrows. Alright, well how about, we'll just chuck this at the guy. No, don't chuck that. Yeah, chuck the halberd. We don't need the halberd. No one needs the halberd. Especially people named Meta Knight. They don't need it. Well, bye, long stick. Hello, look at this cool sword I have. Thanks for looking at it. That timing of the last bombastic chord of the victory fanfare lining up with the construct exploding was a very nice touch. Definitely not intentional, but amazing nonetheless. Oh, they just gave me a shock emitter I could have used any time. Oops. Okay. Didn't want to load Link's model there for some reason. Hello. This is mine now. It goes on this. Well, I guess we kept that rusty halberd. We don't really need it, so we'll use it some other time. Oh, Electro Elixir. That's 11 minutes and 10 seconds is nothing to scoff at. That's great. We don't really need it because we have equipment that can do that same effect, but still, that's nice. Hey, Mineru, I met your sister. I know you're just a statue, but, like, her soul's down here, so do you think that, like, your and Sonia's souls could come back down here and, like, help out and stuff? Like, I know that she's dead, and, like, you're mourning her and stuff in the past, but, like, you came back, so I'm sure that she can come back too, right? While you're there, could you get my friend Rivali? I know there's other people you could get to, but I just want Rivali. Just to be like, ha, I lived. He'll love that. Oh, right. I told you that he got reincarnated to a different timeline dimension. Okay, never mind. I guess you can't get him. Alright, get Mitha then. Sidon would love to see her. And I mean, Link would too. Don't get me wrong. Link and all his girlfriends. Which, I guess, in this game is literally just 2 people. This series is 2 people. I mean, I guess go by Age of Calamity, he could have also had a thing for Impa. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Shippers do. And they're allowed to do that because there's nothing wrong with shipping characters because they're fictional. Unless it's, like, really creepy. Don't do that, please. I can't stop you, but I can just politely ask that you don't do that. If you're wondering, well, what's a creepy ship? The Titanic. Because it sank and it's in the ocean. And it's creepy now. And if you just rolled your eyeballs at that, that was my intention. Yay! Alright, so basically we just spent this log exploring all of the Thunderhead Isles because that's what we should have been doing before we actually did the Mineru stuff. So, whoopsies! This might actually still be considered part of the same arc of Mineru. Because I don't know what we do after this, because this is all tied to Mineru and everything, so we'll find out what that's going to be on the next log. But right now, I don't know. Oh, right, and Dragonhead Isle, like, the Thunderhead Isle has a great tune. Dragonhead Isle is just, oh, so good. Just, like, I could listen to this on repeat or just, like, in an infinite loop for hours. Just so soothing. So good. Kudos to the music team. There's a lot of great composers now. It's not just Koji Kondo anymore. They all do fantastic work. I wish I knew all of them by name specifically and which ones did what track, because the only one I can think of top of my head right now is Hajime Wakai. I don't know if he did this one. That said, we're out of time for this vlog. So like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to, you don't want to, but it's always appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see as far as the game goes, Tears of the Kingdom on Nintendo Switch. Bunch of others of the games are too. Go pick them up, hopefully playable on the Switch's successor. But most importantly, I wish you all to have a wonderfully great day. See you on the next one. Ciao.